I did all that. But never once did I scrub my lower legs from my knee down. Hey gang, happy Monday. Welcome to the episode 6. We are on episode 6 of the Uncultured, Unexposed podcast. My name is Ked, and this very special, lovely, beautiful, black,
yes,
intelligent, wholesome,
ooh,
glowing.
keep going.
Did I say black?
Yeah, definitely.
Lady, her name is
Maya.
Maya.
Bang, bang, bang.
And today is a very special day. Today is actually Maya's birthday. So everybody in the comments, just leave a happy birthday, Maya. HB Maya.
Shout out to the Taurus gang.
What?
Taurus gang.
She's a Taurus.
Taurus.
Yeah.
Some of us, I don't really know how that's pronounced. Taurus. Yeah.
So it's not Taurus?
Taurus. No, I think it's Taurus.
Whatever it is.
Whatever it is.
But just leave a comment down below wishing Maya a happy birthday. We're not going to say how old she turned because some of us, or some women are very sensitive about their
I'm
age.
not.
All right? And, you know,
I don't have a problem with aging, guys. Like, I'm definitely never been one of those women that ever have a problem with aging. And let me say why. So, multiple things. There's always people in my life that keep me humble about my age because they're older than me.
Nick.
One of them being my significant other, one of them being my sister. So,
Everybody's older than her, really.
So really, I've never had a problem with aging. And then two, I just think with aging, it's just like wine. You get finer with time. So
I think that applies to you, but that don't apply to everybody.
oh well,
You've
maybe.
seen them people that just do not
Yeah.
age gracefully.
I age gracefully. I mean, my genes. My grandma and my grandpa, I feel like, and my mom, I think they look good for the, you know.
No, they do. They do.
Their skin looks good. I mean, obviously, at a certain age, you just lose collagen. So it just.
People, like, a lot of people look at me and they be surprised about how old I really am. I got my job, they say, oh my gosh, I thought you were one of the students. And my response is, I got that Benjamin Button.
Okay.
I got that Benjamin Button. That's all it is.
I don't know if you look your age. If I saw you. Well, one, I'm really bad at telling people's age.
How old would you say I was? Like, when I first got hired at
Pretty
my
damn
job?
childish, so I think you.
I'll take that. Chick thought I was 25.
No.
I was like, word?
I would put you in the group like where I'm at for sure. Like, I mean, guys, I don't have a problem sharing that. I'm like 28.
I know what your old
I'm 28 years old, so I just turned 28, so I don't have a problem sharing that. But I have like my whole life. You've gotten younger. My whole entire life, I've gotten older. Like, everyone thinks I'm older than what I am. With my sister, when you see me and my sister, a lot of people will be like, oh, are you the oldest?
Which is crazy.
Yeah,
I never thought that.
Do you think that's because you know us?
Even when I first met your sister, I got looking at her, I was like, oh, she looks, I don't know how old she is, but we look like we're around the same age.
And yeah, I don't know. So I think yeah, they are. I think growing up, this might sound so ignorant, but I think some people attach like age to like size. Is that like size? So I mean, obviously growing up, I was a little bit thicker than my sister, and so I had a little bit more meat on my bones. So they would think that I was older. So I think they think I'm older, or maybe because I feel like Erica definitely exudes like bossy, like
she does.
She exudes like leader-ish.
I'm not gonna say leader-ish. No offense to E. Jones, but
Bradley.
or EB. My bad. No offense to Erica, but I wouldn't say leader, but I will say outgoing.
Yeah, so that's why I just never understood why people thought whatever. We've got it. Y'all literally, even when we were in single digits, people thought I was older than my sister. Whole life, never took offense to it. Really, I never did.
From you.
I'm not bossy. I just like certain things to be certain ways.
Okay. So You want to tell everybody what you did for your birthday? Or how do you feel about your birthday? How does it feel to now be 28?
That's a good question, babe. You know what, guys? I really don't feel any type of way. Today I was like thinking about that. And then two, I have to say this is the first birthday in my whole life that I've ever worked. So I did work. I know you're laughing, but today was my first birthday in my 28 years of working life that I've ever actually worked on my birthday. Most times, like,
you travel.
I mean, most times I'm not even here, or I'm not like working. I intentionally take the day off. So I think that had a lot to do with it. And then two, I just really don't feel, I don't feel any type of way about it. And I'm not just saying it's like another day. I don't feel like it's another day. I do feel like, oh, this is my birthday. I think it's a lot of, I'm very like, this might have been the first birthday that I feel this much gratitude. Just ensuring that I'm like, you know, being grateful for like where I'm at. And even like yesterday, like so this weekend we did celebrate my birthday and stuff. And Cinco de Mayo was the start of the birthday.
My dog was lit. My dog was up.
It was fun. It was fun in the moment. It's always fun in the moment, right? Drinking's always fun in the moment.
If you're of age.
But it's still fun. But I mean,
it's not fun the next day.
The next day, I am not one of those people, guys, that recover. I've never recovered well from hangovers, like my entire life. Like never. They take me out. Like I am taken out of the game. And a lot of people around me have the ability to like bounce back. Like, oh, we've been drinking since 3 a.m. We up at brunch at 11. We at brunch at 11.
We bounce back.
I do not bounce back, y'all. I mean, like, it takes me out. So Cinco de Mayo was a lot of fun. Like, Mexican food's my favorite food. And so being able to just enjoy that, being in the atmosphere and stuff like that. Saturday, we were supposed to go to brunch. But I had to cancel.
She couldn't make it.
I was not going to make it. And go.
No, go ahead.
What were we about to say?
So I
was going to say.
I was not there. I was in daddy mode. So I was with my little man, and we were watching movies. And Maya
what?
I don't think I told Maya from my perspective, and I appreciate all the love my girl was giving me. When I tell you, she called me about 4, 5, maybe 6 times in the span of 2 hours, and she really wanted me there. And I was like, damn, babe, I wish I was there turning up with you. But I just can't be there right now. Have fun. I called her. We took a shot together because I went and bought a bottle just so I could take a shot with my girl. You know? But my dog was lit.
I mean, yeah. I intentionally went in. The goal of Friday was to get lit. Like, Cinco de Mayo was to be lit. And there was no other goal.
I think every Cinco de Mayo was meant to be lit, though.
Yeah, but I don't think I'd go, whatever. I think it just hit different because it was a Friday. So Cinco fell on a Friday this year. You guys know that. So, yeah, no, it was just fun. And it was a good start to the weekend. And so then, then my best friend came into town, which was really, really fun. And I got to have dinner with her. So that was so good to be able to go to dinner with her. It's like the little things when you think about your friends that are out of state and stuff, and then they come back and you can have dinner. So that was fun. And then Sunday was like family dinner. I intentionally wanted to spend this birthday with my family.
Good.
That was my intention. Like, I usually spend my birthday like out with like my friends. We go to like a lounge or to a club, or we brunch. But this, I was like, you know what? I need to prioritize my family. So we did it. We grilled, and Kev was on the grill.
I was on the grill.
Doing his thing.
I did not expect to grill everything.
We quite literally said you and Dad were on the grill, but my dad is.
Dad was not on the grill.
Dad made his kebabs, and he was like, "You put them on the grill."
He did his thing on those kebabs, though. Like the way they like laid them out, plated them with the pineapples and the peppers and the chicken. And seasoned, you could see the seasoning on that chicken.
That's why I asked him. He made them a few weeks ago, and I was like, Dad, like these are good. Can you like make them for my birthday?
I was like, whoa.
Yeah, so there was good, and so we just had a whole shindig there.
Oh yeah.
And then today, Monday, had come around, and like I worked. So
yes.
I don't know, guys. I don't feel.
And we went out to dinner tonight.
Oh yeah, like tonight was definitely a lot of fun. Tomo. We went to
Tomo.
Yeah,
Tomo. If anybody's in the
Atlanta area.
Atlanta area, it's up in Buckhead. We're literally down the street from Phipps Plaza. Not Lenox, Phipps Plaza. Don't go to the hood. Go to Phipps.
It's literally on the same road, guys. That was good. I mean, it was good because, and I think I really enjoyed this too. Like, I like going to everyone knows I love going to nice restaurants. Like, that's my thing. I love spending money on food. Or, I love food. I don't know, but whatever. I will spend money. And so, I think a lot of people tie, like, nice restaurants to steakhouses. Or I used to tie, like, oh, if we're going to a nice restaurant, that's a steakhouse. I don't eat steak, guys. I don't eat beef like that. So, I like this birthday because we went to a nice restaurant that was a different cuisine. It was like, it was exciting. It was fun. It was good. It wasn't like, the place wasn't crowded. It actually was reasonably priced when you think about it.
Yeah, I was a little nervous.
Google. Because I got excited, but also nervous. So something about me, like, I do like going to really nice restaurants and spending money on food. But I am in the same breath, I am very price conscious.
Oh yeah.
You guys, like, I love nice food, but I am like, I get anxiety over super expensive stuff.
Yeah.
And that's just a relationship with money. Like, you know, we can fix stuff like that. But when we pulled up, it was next to the Ritz-Carlton Residency. Not the hotel, guys.
The Residency.
In the same building. So my heart was like, oh, this is going to be good. But in the same token,
I did my thing.
And the same token, I'd be like, damn, you know what? I also have a problem with spending other people's money. Sometimes. I do, to a limit. I mean, to an extent. You don't think I think about your pockets?
I know.
I think about your pockets all the time because it's like, I hope he's not too far in over his head. That's what I think in my head, right? Just in general. Even if I went out with, like, my dad or my mom, I just, like, I don't want that to be, like, too far over their head. It's different when it's your money, right? You're like, oh, okay, you know what?
You know what you got to spend.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
But it was good. The food was good.
The food was good. Like I said, I told you at the restaurant, we were only black people there. For anybody who, like, we were the only black people. You didn't even see any, like, OnlyFans strippers there. Okay. You know they like to eat out on Mondays. But none of that was there. Nobody was there. It was business.
Yeah, that's really what it was. People. It was a lot of, I think all the people that were in there were business. Except for, like, towards the end, obviously, you could tell some of the families. Yeah,
families came, like, towards the end. But for the most part, it was strictly business people coming for after work meetings or, hey, let's grab drinks and talk about DocuSign.
Yeah, that's who the people next
They were literally talking about DocuSign. Nah, what would you get at a restaurant scale of 1 to 10, though, out of all sushi restaurants that you've been to?
And, you know, I think that's kind of hard because we were talking about this. I think my exposure level to sushi has not been the most elevated. Sushi has not really been sushi. I mean, it's sushi, but it's not like authentic sushi. Yeah. And so I'm not gonna lie, I think this is in New York City, me and my friend Alex went to an authentic sushi restaurant. But I think this was probably one of the few authentic sushi places I've been to. So I would probably give it an 8, 7.9, 8. And I think it was good. The food was fresh. You can tell the difference. That's what I definitely think I liked about the rolls. My first roll was not rolled right. That really did make me mad. Guys, I don't know why. That really made me... It was loose. It was really loosely rolled. And I feel like if we're hand rolling... It was
falling apart when you weren't even, like, picking at it.
Yeah, and I feel like if we're hand rolling, we need to roll them tight. Yeah.
And it was a little... your roll was a little on the larger side,
because the lobster. Yeah. I'm not going to lie. I do like that. The lobster was fresh.
Yeah.
That was, like, fresh. Like... And it was mainly lobster.
Yeah, they gave you meat instead of like a little piece of something.
Dog, it was a whole, like, it was huge piece of lobster.
You could tell you ordered a lobster roll.
Yeah, you ordered a lobster roll. And I mean, for $28 for a lobster roll, I don't think that was that bad.
No, it was for a lobster roll.
And I think a lot of their rolls were pretty well priced.
You go to Rock and Roll Sushi, they charging you $28, $30 for a lobster roll, and
no, I know. That's why I was really surprised. It's not even real lobster. Yeah, that's why I was surprised, like, for the freshness and the authenticity of the food. Like, it was reasonably priced. I don't, like, you guys know, like, real sushi is
Would you believe on Google, like when you're searching, you can search by price?
Yeah.
You had $3 signs.
I wonder what they were. Because I feel like you got the most expensive roll.
Yeah,
that was $30, right? Mm-hmm. There was no other roll that was more than $30. Maybe they were comparing it to the other dishes, because there was that.
I think it adds up though. Like a lot of people don't.
Yeah, if you
when they go to sushi restaurants, they order like 6 things of sushi and they split it amongst 4 people, and that adds up.
Definitely,
that adds up. And
but I mean, I feel like that's equivalent to people ordering entrees.
Yeah,
because they also had entrees, but I never go to a sushi restaurant and order entrees. I just.
Nah, I mean, when we go to Oku, I do want you to try.
I feel like if they hand rolling sushi, I want hand rolled sushi. I don't want no entree.
What I didn't like there, and I think it's because it was a Monday, and disclaimer, I've worked in a sushi restaurant before. I was the guy that cut up. No, I didn't. But I did work in a sushi restaurant. I was just a busboy, but I did learn a lot of things. And even though it was a Monday and it was slow, I wish I would have been able to see the head sushi chef, the head chef, the one that...
It was his day off.
It might have been his day off, but I like...
You've been in the restaurant. You know that. Like, it's his day off. Monday, Tuesdays. It's his day off.
But I wish I would have saw him with his black apron, a black robe, just, yes, chef in the kitchen. What? But nah, we got, my boy.
We got Miguel. Miguel made some good sushi though.
Miguel and what's the other guy name?
I think he was the number 2.
Hariko.
He was not Hariko. He was an Asian gentleman.
Yeah,
Hariko is giving like Latin, Mexican.
Call him Sasuke.
Whatever. So yeah, I mean, dinner was delicious. I would go back. I would suggest it to people to go back if you're looking for like reasonable sushi that's fresh.
Yes. You want to have a good date night out?
No, definitely.
Yeah, I think, even though it was still sunlight out when we came, if it was dark, I think the ambiance would have been a lot better. Yeah. It started getting dark by the time we got there.
Mm-hmm. When we were leaving.
I'm sorry. But yeah.
In the middle of our second roll.
Yes.
Yeah.
How'd you feel about the bathrooms?
They weren't the worst bathrooms I've seen.
I am not a fan of black toilets.
Oh.
I felt like I was in a porta potty.
You don't know how dirty they are.
I felt like I was in a porta potty, and you don't know what you're pissing on.
You don't know what your piss looks like either.
Horrible. I want to know.
I'm the type of person I like to look at my pee. Is that weird? No, you need to. If y'all not out there looking at your urine, because your urine will tell you a lot about. Your urine tells you a lot about
look at their pee.
Okay.
Can y'all do that?
Kendrick, it's in the bowl. You wipe yourself and you
I mean like as it's coming.
No, man. I'm talking about when it's in the bowl. After I peed.
Okay, yeah. You gotta make sure the blood clots.
Kendrick, that's not why I look at my urine.
Anyways. Oh, speaking of urine, this has nothing to do with urine. Have you finished or you still got a little bit more?
I have finished.
You ready to go for the next?
Yes.
Okay, wine and dine. Before I go into my question, because I heard this on the podcast, but I'll let you do the honors, babe.
Yeah, so tonight, I wanted to preempt this. We have been to dinner.
We've been to dinner. We've been drinking. We've been taking shots.
I have not been taking shots.
I've been taking shots.
And this is our second bottle for the evening. We did have one prior to dinner, and that's what we were finishing off. And so tonight, our nightcap is called Brown, House of Brown. It's a California red blend.
Is this black owned?
You know what? We should Google that, because this is the bottle, you guys. And so when I saw this bottle, it was on the bottom shelf too. Mm-hmm. When I saw the bottle, I saw this. That's a brown girl. She's got multi shades, right? I was like, oh, I wonder if this black on wine. House of Brown is the second label, offspring of first black owned.
Napa Valley's first black owned estate winery.
Oh my God!
Shout out to House of Brown.
Happy. That just made me feel even better.
Yes.
When I saw it, I was like, you know what? Just look black on. And you know another reason I thought that it was on the bottom of the shelf. I know that sounds bad, but you know they don't
promote it.
Except for Black Girl Magic wine was at the top. But I think it's just because Black Girl Magic is like a trendy name.
It was a trend. Like yes, I agree.
Black Girl Magic, just that name in general is very trendy. But,
it was trendy before the wine came out, and then the wine came, and this will really get it. And Sora said, "Hey, we'll make a lot of money off this." But this House of Brown,
that made me excited.
I'm excited for it now too.
So yeah, it's a California bread blend. Okay. Very reasonably priced. Okay, and Kedrick is kind of judgy because it is a twist top. We usually do cork, but let me tell you, there's some good twist top wines out there. I haven't quite found them, but I know they exist. They exist.
So we have high expectations for what House of Brown will do.
No, I think this
as a twist top, and it's black on. Okay, look at you.
I know, listen to me talking about me as a manager.
What you was a server back in the G? You served some tables before?
They taught me. My servers would teach me, guys. They would put me to work.
Yeah.
My servers would put me to work.
Shout out to everybody who's worked in the service industry, though.
But these were career servers. These people were pulling in six figures as servers. So they would be like, Miss Manager, you about to learn how to open a bottle of wine and how to pour and properly present. So I loved it. I was going to probably way. So let's try.
Let's see.
Kedrick. It's wine.
It's a habit. I'll let you go first.
I am going to preempt this. It's good wine. But I think we also have to say, we have to be fair to the wine. Because we were just drinking a $40 bottle of wine. Radambi is what we were drinking before. Pretty nice brand. So, with anything, there's going to be a change in quality. It's not that this is, and I think because y'all just saw us just finish that glass of wine. If you pour me this glass of wine without me drinking anything prior to, this is not a bad glass. I would buy this. Bad at all. I would buy this. Very low tannins. It's a blend, and we're used to drinking cabs, and so it's not as bitter.
It's not dry.
It's not dry at all. But on the bottle, it says it too. That's another thing. I've tried something different. It literally says fresh and juicy. You see?
Are there pomegranates in this?
Yeah, showcasing nuts of cinnamon, pomegranate, cloves, hibiscus, and caramel apple.
See, and that's what gave it a different taste. So, I was expecting a deep taste, a dark taste. Like, all right, you could tell they use grapes, like dark grapes or real dark grapes, but no, like it says, they highlighted those other fruits, nuts, cherry, cinnamon.
But you know what? Keep going.
So that made it like sweeter. I'm not a fan of sweet wine.
But babe,
not sweet necessarily.
This now I'm thinking this would be something good to give to Erica and Eon or my dad who doesn't like red. Erica like red wine, but they don't like big, bold, full tannin wines. Like red. This is
something easy to drink.
But this is not like this is not Stella Roast. Like Stella Roast red, how that is like juice. Drinking sweet juice.
That's one of the ratchets that want to be.
This is a nice wine to like introduce someone's palate
for the brown folks.
There's white people who drink only sweet Moscato and stuff too. But like, yeah, I would give this to Eon.
Like introduction, it's a great introduction to wine. And folks who don't know wine, they know Napa Valley. Oh, where the good wine come from? That's what they think. And then you say, oh yeah, this is the first black-owned winery estate from Napa Valley. Boom. Try it.
It's an offspring. It's a second label offspring. So that means they had another one.
Brown Estate.
Or you get what I'm saying? It's an offspring label. So this is not their first.
So Brown Estate is the first black-owned winery. Brown Estate, but House of Brown
is a second
label. Whatever that means.
So this is their second brand, are you thinking?
Maybe their second bottle, like second type of wine.
Click the thing and see what it says. Because it might. Says website blocked.
Who the fuck did this? I'm sorry. I am on my work laptop.
Oh, babe, I thought this was your personal.
No, this is my work laptop.
Oh, because that's alcohol. That's your department. Get it together.
That's my department. So.
But no. Okay. Scale of 1 to 5. I mean,
1 to 5.
1 to 10. Sorry.
Okay.
I would give it.
Can I go first?
No, absolutely.
I would give it a. Since I'm a dry wine drinker, for me, I prefer dark. I prefer dry. So I'm gonna give it a 7.798. 7.798.
Yeah. I was going to say something. 7. I was going to give it a 7. Just because I do like bolder wines, but I like this.
Mm-hmm.
I really like this for someone
who's never drank wine before.
Who doesn't like red wine.
Yeah.
I really do. It is really easy. It's an easy drink.
Oh.
And it gets brownie points because it's black freaking owned. That really made me even more excited. I'm so glad I supported that.
Yes.
If we have any black owned
if there are any other black owned
wines, y'all let us know so we can support them. I mean, we do this whole like wine and dine thing. We need to support people that look like us. And I mean, obviously they know we're going to be very transparent. But
yeah. Keep it a buck.
But no, I like this. I would bring this to a dinner party for people that I know that don't really like red wine.
Oh yeah.
Or even have it offered at my dinner party.
Keep your bottle in the house when like, hey, you want to try this wine? Mm-hmm. You don't like wine? Here, try this.
Yeah.
Bang. Now he or she is hooked. Oh, you a wine drinker now. Now I got to send you to rehab.
But I think this was the first time I've ever seen this bottle.
Yeah.
That was another thing.
Did you get it from Target or no?
No, I got it. It's not in Target.
Really?
I got it in the one off 138.
Okay.
And again, it was on the bottom shelf, guys.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, marketing, Brown Estate, whoever
it counts. It catches your eye.
You're doing if your target audience, you're doing really good for people that look like me or girls on this bottle. Like that is really because you don't see black women on things much. And
not actual brown black women. Like there may be artists, like drawings.
Oh yeah.
But a picture.
Yeah, and it's just they did good. I love the marketing. Oh
yeah.
This was good.
Most definitely.
Alrighty.
Oh, so what I was gonna ask you before we started? Do we have a dime or no? You know, you've been holding on to them.
You guys, that's a long story.
We'll get into
for another time.
What?
But we will try it.
Oh, you want to try it?
No, I think we should try it. I mean, it's been here. What we're not gonna do it?
Yeah, I mean, the fact that it literally was just sitting here.
There's no
saying,
eat me. So your girl did wine and dine. I was over wine and dine. Let's go. I'm just gonna be transparent.
Tell them. Looks like we're not saving this story for another time.
No. Oh, not that full story. I'm gonna tell you the story behind our dine. So our dine for today are flip clusters. So flips for people that are listening on Spotify. It's the same.
The way it looks like in the camera. I know I said it before.
Yeah.
Hips.
It does look like hips. So flips, you should probably think that through, but whatever. They're making plenty of money. Flips chocolate covered pretzels.
I've never heard of flips before.
Unexposed.
Never. I will take that.
Patrick, you've never seen this brand? You've never seen Flips chocolate covered pretzels?
No.
No, not that one. Flips chocolate covered pretzels. You got the listeners. Let us know in the comments. I know y'all
have
heard.
Have you ever heard of Flips chocolate covered pretzels?
Flips pretzels, Kendrick, in this bag. Yo, Ken, I know you've seen this bag. You just never knew the name. Yeah, they have them everywhere. They have them in the grocery store. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Like
you see them in that bag, yeah.
But so they created Flips clusters. Transparency. I found it on clearance.
Thank you.
But I had seen the clusters before. Mm-hmm. Y'all don't know. I shop at Publix, and so Publix has that little like thing right at the end of the checkouts where like the last checkout all the way to the end, if you didn't know, where you can find things on sale. They do have like bottles of wine on sale. They have like everything. I mean, that's where they put like holiday stuff. Yeah. And I found this and I said, you know what? This is gonna be our time. So this is Flip Clusters. This is pretzels and caramel. Obviously, you guys know Flips is chocolate. Yes, babe, chocolate covered pretzels. Get with the picture.
So they don't do no type of like.
No.
Okay. No yogurt. No strawberry.
Well, they do white chocolate.
Okay, but not like strawberry yogurt covered pretzels.
No.
Okay. I'm sorry. You know how like they.
No.
Okay.
So yeah, we're gonna try this.
Yogurt covered strawberries.
No, Flips is chocolate covered pretzels. Classic, you guys. One of my favorite snacks is chocolate covered pretzels. Did you know that, Kedrick?
No, I know that.
No, you know that.
No, I know.
What's my other favorite snack? I'm just curious. If you had to pick one other, if we were on a road trip, what's something you would get me? You got two choices, and if they're both wrong, then we're in the grocery store.
I got it.
Maya's not with
me. I got it.
Maya's not with us. What do we get, Maya? 2. Let's go. One cannot be chocolate covered pretzels because I just told you.
Okay. I'm thinking. I feel like you only get it because I say Sour Patch watermelon.
Nigga!
No, hold on. I got another guess.
Go.
You've bought that several times.
I buy that for you, babe. That's your snack. That's your favorite snack. I don't even like Sour Patch. Anything.
I don't eat sweets like that, y'all. So.
But he loves Sour Patch watermelon.
I will, if I'm in the mood.
Have you ever seen me eat one of your Sour Patch watermelon? No.
That's what I'm saying. Like.
I buy them for you. Okay.
Baby, we've never even been in a gas station together. You always sit in the car.
One of them. Yeah, it is you. Let go. Okay, you have to pick. But you see me bring snacks.
No, I haven't.
Kedrick, you got one more try.
I'm gonna get it wrong.
You probably are gonna get it wrong.
Swedish fish.
Kedrick, don't think candy.
All right, don't
snack. What snack do I like to snack on? Do I like to eat?
It's not candy.
You don't have to think candy. You didn't even get my candy right.
Cookies?
What kind of cookies would I eat?
Oreos?
No. Guys, we're breaking up.
No.
What? Literally, no, Kedrick. You didn't even get any of, you weren't even in the right realm. Let me name off a few snacks.
Please.
That I like to eat. Kedrick. Chocolate covered pretzels. I
learned
like
that
trail
today.
mix.
Baby, I've never seen you eat trail mix.
Kedrick.
I
like something you have seen me eat. The rich cheese crackers.
All right, I have seen.
You've seen me eat those all the time.
Because you asked me for some.
The rich cheese crackers.
I even have like the Ritz cheese with the cheese in the middle and 2 crackers on the outside.
Y'all, they in the house.
Make a little sandwich. I didn't know that was up there with her favorite stuff.
And if you had to pick a chip, salt and vinegar. You have seen me eat salt and vinegar chips. Literally the other week. I bought Tom's salt and vinegar chips. Oh. And I offered Kinston some. And he was eating them. And you remember he went in with his fingers after he done licked them. And I said, Kinston, that's not what we do. We don't do that.
So, I wasn't there while y'all were snacking on those
Kedrick, you were literally right here in the living room.
I was in the living room, but I was not here.
That's sad, bro.
But now I know.
That's sad, bro.
Oh, they break off.
There's 3 clusters. There's 3 in the pack, guys.
Oh, I thought it was like one long stick.
I like that they broke them off. Yeah. So they look like these little clusters. They're called clusters. All right, let's try it.
Seems good. Well, a little darker than me, but you know what?
It smells like they're chocolate.
Well, there's that pretzel. That's your pretzel.
Nuts, get their pretzel.
I don't eat nuts, so I'm worried. Like,
Kedrick, I would not buy something with a nut in it and make you eat it.
I appreciate you, baby. You love me.
I definitely would. I definitely just lied because I would buy something with a nut in it and tell them it didn't have nuts in it.
Okay, yeah, it is pretzel.
It says it on the thing.
They be lying too.
They can't lie about nuts. Nuts are an allergy. Okay.
Hold on. Before we do.
You ate the whole thing. I'm still on the first bite. Okay, why are you being so dramatic? Can you tell the people what you think?
How that happen?
Okay, tell the people what you think.
We tried Flips pretzel clusters.
Clusters.
We tried Flips pretzel clusters. We just tried them, and we're gonna rate them 1 through 10.
Why are you telling the people know what we're already doing? But go.
If you know, you know. For me, it was good, chocolatey. I'm not a big pretzel guy, but I gotta say these are pretty good. I give this a 7 point. No, sorry, almost lied. 6.8 out of 10. How do you translate this? Yeah.
I was gonna have to be transparent. I did fire on clearance, and it has been sitting in the house.
It's been sitting on my little table
for like
what, almost a month?
No, babe, like 3 weeks, maybe.
Almost a month.
And like the table has been in the sunlight a little.
Cooking.
So I do have to say, maybe we're not being fair to the brand because it's highest quality.
They got a bad review.
But I will say,
or an unfair review.
I am not the biggest fan of caramel because caramel does this. Caramel can like
exactly how you did your hand. That is exactly what it does
in your mouth. But I think also with caramel, it gets harder and harder the older it gets.
Harder and harder to chew.
Yeah, and so that's something I realized while eating it. That's why I realized maybe it's not at its. I'm done with the hands. That's why it's not at the highest quality, because I don't think they would have made a candy with the caramel that hard to chew.
But some people like that though.
Y'all crazy. So that goes to those people that like taffy.
Cringe.
What Kinston was it? Cringe.
You're
You're cringe. Like to people that like taffy, like that's the same like thing that was happening. I think it was a good snack. I would give it a 6.
A 6. Okay, so I give it a higher rating than you.
I would try to get it at a higher quality, not on clearance. Okay. If they continue to make it, they might not continue to make it.
Okay, yeah, for sure. Okay, so I was watching, or not watching, but listening to my favorite podcast. Shout out to Shits and Gigs. Those guys are hilarious. James and Fuhad.
Very funny people.
So, let me ask you a question, babe.
Go for it. I don't think I'm ready because you guys, I listen to them too. They are.
So, let's say we've showered together before, right? And, let's say I'm lathering up, right? Doing oh, this man really showers. I scrub 3 times before, shower, scrub, rinse, scrub, rinse, scrub, rinse. But let's say I did all that, but never once did I scrub my lower legs from my knee down. Is that a red flag to you?
Well, I would say I think a lot of people forget their lower legs.
How do you forget?
Kendrick, wow, that was judgy.
I am judging.
I think a lot of people sometimes forget their lower body. I don't know how. I'll be transparent. When I was really young, like single digit, like 7, 8.
Of course, you can't blame
me. I would literally wipe, I would only wash, where my hand.
You know how many times I got sent back in the bathroom to go wash up?
And this is, as a female, most people don't say that. But, as a female, I would only wash, where my hands could go when I was a child. Because, we didn't even want to be in the shower.
You didn't know about getting in them crevices like you're supposed to.
Yeah, I'm just going to be honest. I know that they talk about this only when boys. I mean, whatever.
Y'all girls do it, too.
Yeah, it's just, I will only wash, and then, too, they only stress. Think about it. When they tell you to wash your body, what are the areas they stress? Your hoo-ha and your underpits.
Yeah, they don't tell y'all to wash under y'all titties?
But I'm just saying, the main parts they
That's
talk
not a main
about.
part?
God, I'm just saying,
what baby, them titties be
in the books and stuff, even, hygiene books, that's, what they talk about.
Under your arms.
Or how to properly wash those areas.
Wow. I guess, yeah.
But what I think it's a red flag, if you're my age, if you're 28 years old at this point and you still not washing your damn legs or your feet.
I'm only getting to my kneecaps and I am not.
And you getting in my bed with them dirty ass legs.
Dirty.
in them dirty ass feet. No. Red flag. Go back in there. Wash your body.
I just took a shower. What's good?
You didn't. I've never seen you. And I guess I don't really watch you wash your body.
No,
I know you wash. You watch me. Kedrick watches, and this is because I shower shorter than him. So usually Ked is just sitting there under the water, chatting it up with me while I'm literally washing my nigga. Let's go. Let's get in and out of this thing.
Ain't no in and out.
I'm not a long shower, so that's just transparency. I'm in. I'm out.
No,
we getting it done. Ked be in the shower for 45 minutes.
Showers where I decompress.
Y'all, Ked be up in there just.
I'm chilling. I am chilling.
Even if I'm not in the shower, him, he just.
I'm good. Ooh, feel that hot water.
Not even washing his body, guys. Not at this point, he's just in there.
Yep.
But whatever. Yeah, as a 30-year-old person, if you're not washing your legs and your feet, red flag.
So I ain't gonna say which one from Shits and Gigs, but one of them niggas from Shits and Gigs does not wash their lower legs. He said he's not bending over to watch it. He's not lifting his leg up to wash it. I'm like, bro. But apparently a lot of men do that.
And you want to get in my damn bed.
A lot of men do not wash their lower legs, which is the craziest fucking shit to me.
And you want to get in my bed and you want to, excuse me for the young, you want to be inside of me and you're not even cleaning.
Wait, my leg's not going in
there.
But
I mean, your whole body. That means that gets me worried about your whole hygiene. If you don't even think about your feet, Ted, think our feet.
My feet not. Well, you know what? I did see a TikTok. The girl was like,
"Put your toes in me."
No.
Oh, I was like, what?
It was on It was like one of the TikTok clips where they were another podcast having a conversation. Uh-huh. The chick was like, "So I was giving my man some sloppy toppy, and he's tall, so his legs are long, and so I'm straddling his legs, and that big toe goes up in, and she's like." Oh, that feel kind of good. Oh. I've never heard no shit like that.
I've never heard that, but I mean, I could just see how that does happen. I can see how that happens. If you have a tall enough person, I mean, but that's not tall, that's short. Unless she has a long torso.
I think she probably had a long torso.
She's tall too, probably.
She probably was, but
yeah, I'm just thinking, y'all, I don't even this is my rule. You're not about to get in my bed if you didn't take no shower.
He took a shower.
And wash your whole body.
Maybe this is how they think. The water
ran
down my leg.
Y'all ever seen that? If you don't wash your legs, it's dirt. Dirt.
That is. When I tell you, babe,
build up.
I will spend an extra 20 minutes scrubbing my legs, bodies. It's a sense of satisfaction seeing that dirt really come off of that.
Talk about that.
What?
Yeah, but dirt. That's nasty. But there are in certain cultures. There are, in some cultures, they don't wash their body every day. There are certain people that believe that you're not supposed to wash. I'm not going to even bring cultural, but that they believe you're not supposed to wash your body every day. For some reason, some people believe that our body produces oils that we need and shouldn't be washed off and stuff like that, and that the body odor your body produces is not always a bad thing. It's just. But then I think this has a lot to do with where you live in the world. Mm-hmm, we know that in America, a lot of our foods contain toxins and chemicals, and so yes,
and that throws off your body's natural scent.
And so yes, our body odors are so much stronger, I feel than they actually should be when you compare to some of these other individuals that live in different countries. They could go days without washing, and they're eating their food in their country, and they don't have a sour or a abnormal,
a musky smell. Mm-hmm. Nah. Did I ever tell you about that one teacher when I was teaching? Oh, no, I wasn't teaching. I was actually working at the middle school. Mm-hmm. The principal hired a new teacher, first year teacher. She was from overseas, India. She did not wear deodorant. And I knew from the moment I gave her technology for the classroom, her laptop, set her up on how to print, on how to use projectors in the room, I knew the students were going to run her out of here. She stunk up the whole classroom. And it was so bad that she didn't speak a lick of English.
Wait, so why are they even hiring her?
Somebody coached her. Apparently that's the thing. They coach you to get jobs in America. Overseas in those third world countries.
Wait, but how you make it through a whole multiple interviews and not know how to speak English?
So it's a lot of times it's phone interviews. And somebody she can speak some English,
But not enough to be teaching
it's not fluent. American students. So the students, they ran her ragged. The staff was like, yo, she stinks. She's not putting on any deodorant. And then the principal, he eventually called the county. Hey, look, I think somebody coached her. She's not doing what she's supposed to be doing. Mm-hmm. 2 weeks into the semester, gone.
Yeah, I mean, I had a teacher who, in high school, did not use deodorant, but he knew how to speak English. I mean, he was definitely English-speaking gentleman. He was teaching us chemistry, mm-hmm. so he knew what he was doing. Mm-hmm. But he would always talk about, and I don't think he didn't use deodorant. I think they used, like, natural deodorant from his country, and so it just didn't uphold, like...
To the standards we are.
To the standards of our deodorant.
It didn't have any aluminum.
With what he's consuming in America. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Kind of sort of thing.
I'm gonna try to
Did you use natural deodorant?
With no aluminum in it.
But they talk about using natural deodorant. If you do switch to natural deodorant, you have to switch natural deodorants pretty often because your body will then get used to that particular product and it won't work. So they have to like switch it up. I guess. Yeah. I think I've heard that somewhere, but
I wouldn't be surprised. That's fucking weird.
But I mean, what's weird? What's weird? Natural deodorant?
I don't know. I like the 24-hour relief.
I think that's just because that's what we know, right? I would love to be able to use natural deodorant, but I just think the things that we consume, I don't think I could be able to use natural deodorant and not smell unless I change like my diet completely.
I guess you would have to change your diet completely. You can't be eating these greasy foods and expecting your pores to release.
Nah.
Something
that could uphold a natural deodorant. Like, Okay, that kind of goes into my question.
Ooh.
Which was, this is so weird, we both have questions, guys, and mine was about so I have two questions that are kind of around like culture, and it kind of ties into the question we were talking about at dinner. We were talking about wanting to expose our children to different things, and I was saying, you guys know I'm a big foodie, and so something I do want to do that maybe my parents did slightly different was exposing my kids to different foods, right? Because there's just so many foods in the world, and I learned about something so later in life that I wish I did know earlier, but everything happens for a reason. And Ken was saying he wants to teach his kids about culture too, but not specifically from a food perspective.
Yes.
This was the perfect question that came. I was just like, divine, God, divine. So, question is there a culture of people where food is not a big part of it?
Is there a culture of people where food is not like, all right, something that sets them apart?
That is not a big part of it.
Big part of their culture?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say, I know I'm going to get some flack for this. All right, you ready?
No, I mean, this is your answer.
I'm going to say Americans. Food is very important to us, but there is no thing where we're like, this is an American fucking dish.
Disagree.
What you gonna say?
Disagree.
You gonna pull a home-baked macaroni and cheese out your ass?
That was one. Mac and cheese. Two, hamburgers. Hamburger did not come from a different culture. Hamburger is the epitome of American food culture.
The burger?
The burger is the epitome of American food culture.
Okay, don't take me seriously.
Disagree.
Don't take me seriously on what I answered.
I was like, that's right. I mean, I just don't understand. And let me just reiterate the question for you. Is there a culture of people where food is not a big part of it?
I'm trying to think.
You keep on thinking, buddy.
Because every culture has their dish, their signature dish. Yeah.
Okay, because earlier tonight, you guys, Ted was talking about I want to expose my kids to culture, and he would expose them through like festivals. But which I agree, which is a good thing. What are at festivals?
So the thing about
festivals,
you see like arts, dances, music, but food is
like
there.
The
food
primary.
is there. No, food is not. Food is the stalls. Like, hey, try it. If we're at a Irish fest, try our bratwurst. try our hottest.
Try our beer.
Try our beer. It's off to the side. But what about the accordion that they play and the dance?
Those are all part. Those are part of it. But the question I asked you.
Oh, it is. It is. There is not one culture. There is not one culture in the world where they do not have food.
Food is not a big part of it. And it's because food is universal. Food is the one thing in this world, one of the things in this world that people can connect over, that we all have in common. We all have in common.
Eat. Everybody eats bread.
Everyone eats.
Bread.
Everyone, and let's use bread. Everyone has their form of bread in their culture. In their culture that are different forms, but it's still bread. Mm-hmm. And so when I saw that question,
shout out to Paid in Full.
Like, catch up. I was like, this is just so divine because, and I think why I did pick food as something I want to expose my kids to is because there's so much culture attached to food, you guys. There's
history in food.
I mean, there's so much in food. It's so much in food. And I mean, I do understand I'm kind of biased because I'm a foodie, but I mean, even outside of that, there's just so much that is learnt in food. And so that's why I want to expose my children to so much food because you learn so much through the simplest things you can learn about a culture, or you can learn about the history of this product, or how is this product used in different forms or fashion or something like that. And so, am I boring you?
No. Okay. It's a cold shiver. That's what it was.
Am I boring you? So yeah, I think that was when I saw that question, I was like, you know what? That was it. And just that is one thing I think that ties together all of our cultures.
Food does tie together our culture, and when you have blended families, and they bring together their cultures and their dishes, that is very significant. That is. I love that.
And I think that's something too that a lot of people take pride in. I think people take
real serious pride in that.
Take pride in their family dishes, their dishes that they were raised on, and that's significant for their family or whatever that might look like.
My consuela made carne asada.
Okay, Ken, you picked the most Americanized dish you could think of. Yeah, you could put empanadas or
carne
something
asada.
else. Jesus Christ.
Yep, and she made it in the ground.
And I mean, and two, that's just I think there is and that's the other thing that's common amongst people. You can tell when love is put into someone's dish.
Oh yeah, I almost said it. I ain't gonna say it on the pod because they don't even know what I say yet. But when you really put your all into a dish, you can tell. You can tell. You didn't just half-ass this dish. You really tried. Yeah, regardless if it tastes good or not.
You tried. You took the time out. And I think too, cooking shows so much it shows love. There's love in it, but it also shows it for someone to actually sit down and take the time out to cook you something. I think that speaks value. Yeah. That speaks to itself, and so I guess maybe that's why I love food too, because I mean, even when we go to these restaurants and stuff, and I know chefs are cooking because that's their occupation. But hell, chefs don't have to cook.
They don't.
They could go find something else to do. There is love in that too. There's love in
dish.
In the dish that they're putting, into it. So yeah.
There's one show I was watching on Netflix. Did I tell you about it?
What was it?
Where the people create they're all restaurant owners, all business owners, and they're trying to get to that next step. So they need investors. So they bring their best dish forward from their restaurant, and
tell me about this.
Oh, it's a British show. You know, they be having some shows over there in the UK.
Oh, they really do.
But they made a Great American Bake Off. Can you believe that?
Patrick, yes, I watched it.
No, you watched the Great British.
Yeah, and they have a Great American Bake Off.
Oh, we didn't try.
Does not compare. Does not compare.
I was looking at the judges. I was like, oh, hell no.
Does not compare.
Not the nigga that was working in the library in the episode of You. Not him. All right. Anyways, but back to what I was saying. Yeah, I forgot what I was saying.
This cooking show, they were presenting their top dish.
Yes, they were presenting their top dish, and when I tell you, one dude, he made all his dishes contained duck. In his restaurant, it was strictly duck. and they were like, "We don't know if there's a market for this." But when he presented, it was like, "This is so fucking good! Oh my god!" And another dude, he did Asian fusion type stuff, and it was really good. But it was like, all right, this is okay. It's good, but something's missing, right? And then the other people, I forgot what they were cooking, but it was also something like, it wasn't like too unique, but it was like you put your own spin on this, and that's who won that episode.
Was the duck?
No, it wasn't. Duck was eliminated first because
it was just so specific.
So specific.
And so I guess what you just brought up, this is a question. How do you feel about these places that are doing fusion? Because you guys know, if you don't, fusions are just a tie between two different why am I drawing a blank? Cuisines put into one. How do you feel about these fusion joints?
I can't say I love the idea of it. How about that? I love the idea of it, bringing two cultures together. But if you're not mixed with those two cultures, if you don't have those two cultures in your background, like me, you know, hey, I got this Nigerian dish mixed with this Italian dish. It's not gonna mesh.
So do you think the two chefs that, like, if I was Nigerian, that would be interesting.
Nigerian.
If someone was out there who could fusion, I've never seen that, Nigerian and Italian. Those are two
polar opposites.
Whoa.
Yeah, I went a little extreme.
If y'all know some places that is a fusion between Italian and Nigerian, I would love to try that. I don't think I'm the biggest fan of fusion places.
Ooh, Jamaican and Chinese food.
I mean, that's not far off.
Ooh, Jamaican sushi.
I don't think Jamaican
curry sushi. Curry goat sushi?
Well, I'm not the biggest fan of curry, so
all right, my bad.
I don't really like all those curry. I'm not the biggest.
Sushi oxtails.
You see, that's where I have a problem.
Ooh,
that's exactly what I was about to say, guys.
Oh my god!
I am not the biggest fan of fusions. I'm not like. Why we all? Is this just an American thing? I feel like we the only country that's like over here trying to put shit together. Like, just let it be authentic. Let it be authentic to itself. Because I don't think all. And I'm not being rude. You guys all know I'm obviously saying this in terms of food. I don't think all cultural food belongs together. Like, there's just some cultural food that don't even share, and I think fusion can work. This is what I believe. Fusion can work if you have the same base flavors. If your base, the foundation of both of your areas kind of cross, then I think it can work. But when you are trying to cross, when you're trying to cross two different cuisines that do not even share any similarity, if you have to have similarity, and then also I know some people might get out there complementary.
They gotta complement.
They have to complement each other. Yes. And if that doesn't happen, you're gonna have a wild show in your mouth. There's not.
I'm here for a wild show.
There's not gonna be anything in there that like works. Because all cooking is balance. It is balance. And a lot of the cultures, a lot of the cuisines have very bold flavors. And so imagine two bold flavors trying to...
They're going to clash.
Boom.
There's an anime on cooking.
Of course. Yes, you tried to tell me about this place.
Food Wars. I love it. Everybody who's ever watched Food Wars, just go ahead.
No, I'm not watching it.
As a person who as a foodie, I think she would like it. She'd be
I don't like anime.
I think she'd be like, oh, we should try to cook that. We should try to cook that one day, because all the dishes are real dishes from around the world, not just Japan. They're like real dishes. Like turtle?
I don't eat turtle.
Turtle? I've never even had that, like, the gall to even try.
Obviously, you're here for the turtle.
The fact they whip that motherfucker up.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh. All right, ask you my question. But didn't you have another one?
That's the ones that kind of flowed into it that I liked. Okay. I did have another one, but I think I'm gonna save that one.
You sure? Okay. So I'm gonna do a little something different. I did, and am I the asshole tonight? All right.
Most times you are.
Wow.
Everyone knows that actually knows us in our relationship.
I am.
That is 100%.
All right. Okay.
And we'll wrap the episode with MIA.
All right, am I the asshole? All right. Am I the asshole to not? Oh, am I the asshole for not wanting to be woke up in the middle of the night to make my husband food or rub him? All right. And here's the story. Lately, my husband has been waking me up between 1 a.m. and 3 a.m. because he is hungry or wants a rub, back or arm. I hate being woken up when I'm sleeping. Last time he woke me up by poking me until I woke up. It's not hard. It's not hard, just insistent. All right, so it's just a. Okay.
Got it. No.
Okay. I hate being woken up when I'm deep asleep. I told him he needs not to make a habit of it because if he wants a snack in the middle of the night, he can just get it himself. And if he wanted a rub, he should have asked before we went to bed. He thinks I'm an asshole because I don't drive. Because I don't drive. Oh, he thinks I'm an asshole because I don't drive and he has to wake up to bring me to work every day, Monday through Friday at 7:15 in the morning. I tried to say waking up after 8 full hours is different than me being woke up in the middle of the night. I can usually fall back asleep fast after, but sometimes, like tonight, I have trouble. He said it's because his back hurts, etc. He wants a rub to fall back asleep, but didn't tell me that until tonight. I also sometimes wake up snoring. Oh, I also sometimes wake him up snoring. That's what he said. Am I the asshole for not wanting to wake up in the middle of the night to make him a snack or give him a rub?
Well, what I think we have to point out the fact that sis was really bitter about this because she is
was
typing
salty.
this in the middle of the night.
There's still more I didn't even read.
She's typing this in the middle of the night. She said, like tonight.
Like tonight. She
tonight.
was typing this as it was happening.
I mean, my boyfriend knows me, so he just knows, like, if he chooses to lock this down, he already knows. He knows what he's getting with me.
I do.
Are you a child? Are you baby?
All right.
Like,
and when it comes to a snack, yes, you can go up and get your own fucking snack, bro. Regardless of how, if you're up, go get your own shit.
That's what I'm like.
But if you want to rub, like you want your girl to rub on you a little bit.
Are you a child?
You want me to rub on myself?
Nigga, yes. Like I'm just.
It's not.
But I think it's different.
But he wanted back rubs.
I think it's different if I'm up. I think it's different if I'm awake.
Mm-hmm.
But nigga, I'm asleep. Like I am.
Yes,
I'm asleep, and then you gonna tap me to wake up to rub you.
Wait, she said who had to be to work at 7:15 in the morning?
She did. Okay. I don't think that's equivalent to waking. You know the time she has to wake up.
Yeah.
This is like that's her time. You knew the chick didn't drive before marrying him.
Yeah.
So you knew this was something you were gonna have to be obligated to.
Yeah.
But any random time between 1 and 3, and you gonna
1 and 3 in the
me
morning
to give you a rub?
Just a rub. You ain't like she ain't even get nothing from it. Yeah.
And then you done. This is where I struggle. This is where I struggle when listening to that. You done gone to sleep. And so now she's stuck up trying to go back to sleep.
Yep, you done got back comfortable and fell back into your sleep
and
stage.
so do you think about how your partner might be struggling to go back to sleep? Who has to then be up at 7 o'clock?
Yeah.
She's not the asshole because
she's not
an asshole. Nigga,
Buddy's the asshole.
Don't wake me up. Okay, don't wake me up to cook you.
Don't.
Yo, I like cooking a lot.
3,
Don't wake me up at 3 o'clock in the morning to cook. My child wakes me up at 3. Boy, if you don't go back to bed and leave me alone,
Mommy, I'm hungry.
Swallow your spit. What we were talking about? Swallow your spit.
It'll keep you through the night.
Go get a cup of water out. Let's see.
It'll keep you through the night.
I'm not about to feed you in the middle of the night.
Baby, could you make me an egg sandwich, please?
No. You know what? I think it's different if your significant other worked late and you already know that he came home at like 1 or 2, and that's something that's y'all's lifestyle. And so you're like, oh,
what if you're a stay-at-home mom?
I don't give a fuck if I was a stay-at-home mom.
If you're a stay-at-home mom And your kids are in school, not like you're watching nursery school.
Does he have his late work schedule, or he just wakes up in the middle of the night and wants food?
He just wakes up in the middle.
No, Kendrick, that's rude to me, because that's just rude. You're gonna wake me up at 2:00 in the morning to make you food?
I don't know. This is where we're seeing differently then, right? And I don't want, disclaimer, I don't want a stay-at-home woman. Even though as much as Maya...
Kendrick, you better not.
As much as Maya...
You better not
lie. If I ever hit the lotto, Maya might say that I don't want to work for a few years. For a few years?
Kendrick Williams.
That's going into different discussion.
Y'all, Maya Jones gonna make her own damn money. Let me tell you that one thing about myself. I'm gonna make my own bread at the end of the day. Yes, do I love a man? Would I love a man who makes more money or who makes money?
You want to be not stay at home, but like let's say I
didn't have to work. That's different.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You don't have to work. So you have.
So I'm choosing to work. Oh, I wish I didn't have to work now, y'all.
Of course, that's what I'm saying. Like if like let's say I won the lottery, I have let's say 450 billions?
Nigga, the lifestyle I'm trying to live?
450 million just in the bank.
Yeah, no.
And still making residuals every month.
If I had 450 million in the bank.
No. You don't, and we're living not like $11 million mansion in
No, I mean, if we're living a $600,000 home.
Yeah. And you got 450 million in the bank. You don't have to work, babe.
I don't have to work, but
and you're choosing. Let's say.
And I'm my age. I'm the age I am right
now. Whatever age you want to be.
What am I? That's different. Though.
What age were they? Let me see.
If I was like, I would not work if I was maybe like.
She didn't say. She didn't
say
what age.
Yeah, but I mean, it doesn't work. I think if I was like maybe like 60 or 50 something, let's
say between 40 and 50 in their 40s.
I mean, that's only 20 years from what I am right now. I mean, I just don't think. Yeah, you guys, I really can't, and maybe that's just hard for me to fathom. I mean, I always, I know myself. I can just speak for right now, right? I like my own.
Oh yeah.
It is something about that.
Yeah.
I don't care if we're married. I don't care if we're legally whatever XYZ. At the end of the day, I feel. There's always something over someone's head. That's what I just have, and
really?
that's how I think about that, guys. You know, maybe that's just me. Like, no matter how pure your partner is, I believe at the end of the day,
they'll hold that over.
If they get angry enough, if someone gets angry enough, they can hold that up. And I never like when someone can hold something above my head.
No, I
you know what I'm saying?
Yes, you can't hold shit above me.
And that's why I just feel like. That's really transparency. That's really the reason I would not want to be a stay-at-home mom, because I never want the day my husband to come home.
You ain't doing shit. I'm taking it.
You know what? Or the day he wakes up and be like, "Oh, I'm walking away." What the what? I never even want to be in that awkward situation. And you know, there's pure-hearted people.
Yeah.
Like you meet so sweet people, but sometimes people just. You hear about those divorce stories? People just turn. They just twist or whatever. And
360.
So I just don't want that, but. Even in this situation that you were asking me, even if I am a stay-at-home mom, I still think that's inconsiderate to wake someone up at a random time. Can you cook me dinner? Can you cook me food? Can you rub me? I think it's different if you have a pain. If you're really in pain, if my partner is like really struggling with a sciatic nerve or struggling with something, and I know that's a health issue, and so that's something that they like need help really to relax. But if it ain't any of that, and nigga, you just want me to rub your damn back.
So let me ask you this question then, right? What if, but you're my person. So, we may fall asleep, right? But in the middle of the night, I will wake up and be like, I want to get them cheeks.
Yes.
Yes?
No, I'm telling the people, yes, this is what you do.
I do that, right? I do that, and it's like, it's not even like I want to interrupt your sleep, right? Because quite frankly, to be fully transparent, I'm plotting on this shit for like 45, maybe a whole hour before I even like take action. If I don't fall asleep between that time, it's like either I'm finna get up, go to the bathroom, and holla at the hub, Twitter, X videos, or I'm finna see what she on. Hopefully she don't push me away, because I'm gonna feel rejected. Right? And I to be honest, a lot of men deal with that. We wake up in the middle of the night, hard as a rock. Ah.
You're so aggy.
But, and it's like, look, you gonna go to sleep too right afterwards. He ain't finna be up, cause I'm finna put in this motherfucking work. And sometimes maybe I don't want to put in that work, motherfucking. Maybe I just want to put it in, and then we fall asleep like this.
So what are you asking me?
Is
I think I mean
is it
I'm
still
just gonna
rude?
be I think
is it still inconsiderate?
I think it can come off inconsiderate because I think sometimes in that is a selfish thought.
It is a very selfish.
It is. I mean, that is what in the middle of the night. It is a selfish thought. I think it's different if you can tell and when you sleep with your partner, you know if your partner's really asleep or they're struggling to sleep and they might be in and out, or they might be in and out of sleep. That's a complicated question because I mean just transparency. Sometimes in the middle of the night, like I be ready. I'm like, nigga, I am trying to fucking sleep. Leave me alone. Jesus Christ, leave me alone. But I think I would be even more annoyed if I knew that I was in the same space with him and you choose to go get off. I mean, I don't know. I think you should just give a choice. And I think
is there a choice?
I think that's the problem. In the middle of the night, you're not giving the other person really a choice because some men just like come on. I mean, there's just boom.
Because the reason we just come on is like because it's not like a spur of the moment. Like, all right, I just woke up. Like the feeling just came to me. All right, I gotta fuck.
Yeah, but you have to think about from the other person's perspective. All they're getting is you don't even like. You just woke them up with the let's fuck.
Nah, man. Most men they start off with something. They'll start off with maybe like
a rub. Okay, yeah, I do agree. If you
or like slide their dick in between your legs. Like, hey, you feel me? Like, what's up?
Then I think that's
rub on them.
Okay, but that's different. If you're doing a form of foreplay. If you're doing a form of foreplay, that gives someone else the opportunity to say yes or to say no. Okay, you guys, doing a form of foreplay when the person is cognizant enough to know foreplay is happening. I don't know your partners. So if your partner is sleeping so deep that she don't feel that form of foreplay.
What you say?
I don't know what she's like.
It's like, it's a thin line because, yes, that is your partner.
No, I think it is a really thin line.
That's your partner, and you don't want to, like, take advantage of her because you know she's sleeping. She's a hard sleeper.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you're like, damn, I got a need that I want my partner to meet right now.
But are you thinking about the need of your partner who might need sleep?
You took a nap at between 4 and 6. Like,
okay,
come
but what
on
if your partner didn't take a nap between 4 and 6?
You got the rest.
I really think the situation, it just depends on the circumstance because I think in any relationship you have to think of the other person. And there's compromise in everything. But I mean, I'm just gonna say, if y'all are out there doing this every night to your girl,
you can't do it every night.
Like that's just
that's where you're intentionally.
Unless your girl has already communicated, you know, babe, I really don't have a problem with you waking me up in the middle of the night, giving me some dick. Then you know what, continue. But if your girl has not said those words to you, 9 times out of 10, I'm probably gonna tell you your girl do not want you to wake her up in the middle of the night with some dick.
So for the guys that might be listening, from a female's point of view, when is the opportune time to go ahead and like, hey, let me go ahead and get this meat wet. Let me go ahead and get up in them guts before we go to sleep.
Yeah, but then that also can be systematic, right?
You don't want it to be systematic.
Want it systematic. And
you want to do it when you feel the urge. And for some men, they get the urge in the middle of the night. For a lot of men, that's when your blood is flowing. That's when you have the morning wood. And sometimes we wait until your alarm goes off in the morning to try and rubble them guts.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's just it's pulse. Is that what you're going to say? No, that's a good cue, actually, because our pod does go pretty long.
How long has it been? An hour and 20.
You're going to cut it. You always end up cutting.
Yeah,
you never let it go this long.
No. We can go ahead, like, after this. It's an hour and 25 minutes.
And take a shower.
I ain't gonna wash my lower legs tonight, alright?
That's disgusting.
Alright, so
Yeah, I think it's just a form of communication on both parties, on both party sides. Like, women, if you get annoyed with it and it's just genuinely something you don't like, I think you have to communicate to your partner, you know what, this is not, I don't like when you do that. And the partner being receptive to that, you have to be like, okay, you know what? Well, then let me try to find another way. Then for your relationship, it might be before bed. It might be when she comes home. It might be in the morning. It might be whatever. But I think you have to.
Ooh.
What?
So is it the man's responsibility to find that time, or is it the woman's responsibility to say, hey, this is
No, I think it's a conversation. I think it's a conversation.
Yeah,
I don't think that's putting on anyone, because a conversation takes two people.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, you just have to like figure out what works for you. And I don't like. Let me just say this. This is what I can tell you for sure. Anyone that gets annoyed with something so much, they don't want something so much and it keeps happening, they are going to eventually say something. Or they are eventually, you're going to get the cue that they do not want this to happen. Even if you don't have a partner who's direct, right? There's some people who aren't very direct individuals and they don't quite know how to tell their partner, you know what, I don't like this. Because you don't want to give them the form of rejection, but you also, like, want to do what's best for you. And so I think y'all gotta learn how to read the dang room sometimes.
So like I said, if you can tell me what you don't want, tell me what you do want.
Yeah, but Kendrick, sometimes I get like wanting to have a conversation, but babe, sometimes as humans you have to read the room.
If you don't want me to, if you know this is when my juices get flowing and you don't want that, tell me when is a good opportunity. It could be a window between after work and again, before you cook dinner, or after dinner, but before you get in the shower.
But I think that too goes back to the spontaneity. You guys, it just takes, I don't know, because I think we also have to be very transparent. Maybe this would be a very good conversation for a couple who's been married for 45 years.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, they know what that looks like. I think it changes. I don't know, because I think you just... And then two, people are different in their sexual drive. I think that's also something we have to also recognize. Like, and I mean, and I'm not going to attach it to a gender, because there's some women who have sex drives out there that are higher than some men, and you know, so we're not going to say men have higher sex drives than women. Like, no, there's some women who are has a very high sex drive.
Oh yeah.
But I know what you're asking. I think that's a really good question. I don't know, because I can just speak for myself. It really depends on the day.
I mean, I guess from a female standpoint, yeah, no such thing as depending on the day for a guy. Like,
I mean, it really does. Like, some days I want it in the morning. Some days I don't want it at all. Some days I'm like, well,
so that means
let's poke the bear and see what happens.
If there is no set defined, then don't you think like women should take initiative? Like, when they feel it, go for it.
I think I definitely think when women feel it, but. What if your woman don't feel it? Like, are you going to get offended?
If she don't feel it, then
I think that's when niggas get offended.
We get offended, and
I think
it's like,
get
you're not even trying to meet me where I'm at.
Yeah, because nigga, I don't feel it.
Hey, what's her name?
But does she really feel it, or is she just available?
Tanarla from down the way.
Is Tanarla just opening her pants, or is she really feeling it?
Don't motherfucking matter.
So that goes to, you see,
I don't give a fuck about Tanarla. I don't give a fuck about what Tanarla wants.
Yeah, these are great. This is a great conversation. We should bring this to a panel of couples.
It's gonna be very battle of the sexes.
No, I don't think it's a battle of sexes, because like exactly what I just said. Like, there's some women who have very high sex drives too, right?
Yeah.
And I think this is an excellent question, because I think you rarely get a couple that has equal sex drive.
No, you're right.
I think there's rarely a couple
that
has equal sex drives.
They
like
don't
people
last.
that equally feel it at the same time, equally want it at the same time, or equally desired at that same interval or whatever.
Or the same length amount of time. Yeah.
I think that's very rare. So most couples that are out here are people that are dealing with sex drives at different intervals, different sex drives. And I do think this is one of the hardest conversations sometimes for people.
Oh.
But I think it's just a conversation too.
Yeah, a conversation has to be had. Whew. All right. Sorry, guys.
Why are you whooping like you're an old man? Like,
I gotta pee.
Okay, you didn't have to tell the people that. Okay, you gotta blank that out.
Nope.
Well, thank you for listening.
It's been a time and a half.
thank you for listening, you guys. Thank you for celebrating my birthday with me. I was actually very excited to pod on my birthday and be able to celebrate with Kedrick and my listeners. And yeah, remember to like, subscribe.
Love to see Hercules. Be safe on the streets.
Guys, be safe. And stay tuned for next week. Peace.